November 11th, Saint Martin of Tours. Saint Martin, born in what is now Hungary, followed his father, a military tribune in the service of Rome, to Italy. Although he was raised in paganism, he felt nothing but contempt for its cult, and as though he were Christian by nature, he took pleasure only in the assemblies of the faithful, which he attended despite his family's opposition. When he was just 15 years old, he was forcibly enrolled in the Roman armies and went to serve in Gaul, the land he was predestined to evangelize one day. What would become of this young boy when exposed to all the immorality of the military camps? Would his faith not be obliterated? No, for God was watching over this vessel of election. The most famous episode of this period in his life is his meeting with a poor man, almost naked, in the dead of winter, and trembling with cold. Martin did not have a penny to give him, but he remembered the text of the gospel, "I was naked, and you clothed me." "My friend," he said, "I have nothing but my weapons and my garments." And taking up his sword, he divided his cloak into 2 parts and gave one to the beggar. The following night he saw Jesus Christ in a dream clothed with his half-cloak and saying to his angels, "It is Martin, still a catechumen, who covered me." Soon afterwards he received baptism. Disinterested charity, purity, and bravery distinguished the life of the young soldier. He obtained his discharge at the age of about 20. Martin succeeded in converting his mother, but he was driven from his home by the Arians. He took refuge with Saint Hilary, Bishop of Poitiers. After giving striking proofs of his attachment to the faith of Nicaea, he founded a celebrated monastery, the first in Gaul. The brilliance of his sanctity and his miracles raised him in the year 372 to the episcopal throne despite his resistance. His life thereafter was but a continual succession of prodigies and apostolic labors. His flock, though Christian in name, was still pagan at heart. Unarmed and attended only by his monks, Martin destroyed the heathen temples and groves, and completed by his preaching and miracles the conversion of the people. His power over demons was extraordinary. Idolatry never recovered from the blows given it by Saint Martin. After having visited and renewed his diocese, the servant of God felt pressed to extend his journeyings and labors beyond its confines. Clothed in a poor tunic and a rude cloak, and seated on an ass accompanied by a few religious, he left like a poor missionary to evangelize the countryside. He passed through virtually all the provinces of Gaul, and neither mountains, nor rivers, nor dangers of any description stopped him. Everywhere his undertakings were victorious, and he more than earned his title, the Light and the Apostle of Gaul. We might ask Saint Martin to give us his zeal for the house of God, the Holy Catholic Church, and his efficiency in destroying idols. We should ask him to help us apply this spirit in fighting the idol of sentimental religiosity in our souls, so that we might truly understand the lives of the saints, follow their example, and become saints ourselves.